And it was Occupy City Hall today. That's what dozens of protesters with Don't Shoot Portland spent the afternoon doing. The group was filing complaints against the Portland Police Bureau after officers arrested 10 people this past Saturday. Protesters say police violated their civil liberties as protesters, and they're hoping the Independent Police Review Board will investigate their complaints. And protests over the last week have really led to some tense moments between Portland police and some community members.
On Saturday night, some people criticized Portland police for using flashbangs, and they also say police made aggressive moves towards protesters in downtown. So today, we sent Chris Woodard to get some answers straight from the top, and he sat down with the chief of police. Chris?
Yeah, I was with the chief for about 45 minutes today. He tells me there is room for improvement, but he also says that he thinks police are doing a lot better job now than they were just a few years ago. All of that said, he knows some people are still unhappy. It's been a familiar scene in Portland for a week. Protesters marching, sometimes without confrontation, sometimes police taking aggressive action.
It was challenging. These are complex events for police to work in.
The protests have come with both compliments and positive publicity and criticisms. Today, I asked the chief if he stands by his officers' actions.
What, if anything, would you change?
Well, we always critique and debrief these events after we're done with them, try and learn any lessons that are there to be learned, and improve our response.
The reality is, a lot has changed over the years. The Bureau has a policy of de-escalation when dealing with those who have mental health issues. It is part of mandated changes and criticisms from the federal government. And that attitude has spread to events like protests.
Well, we've definitely improved. And again, our role, and we take it very seriously, is to protect people's constitutional rights and balance those rights.
Still, the chief knows, and I pointed out, many are not happy with how police responded to every situation over the last week.
Where do you think you guys stand in dealing with these events?
Well, there's always room for improvement. And I know that we can, tomorrow, do it better than we did today, because we do learn and analyze from these events.
And another criticism that I asked the chief about today, one of the officers who was reprimanded for having an "I am Darren Wilson" photo on his Facebook page along with the Portland Police badge, we found out that he was actually transporting some of those people arrested during protests Saturday night. The Police Bureau had said none of those officers would be involved in protests, so I asked the chief about it. He called what the officer was doing a support role, said it was a sergeant that made the call to have the officer do that, and the chief told me he would have made the same decision. Tonight at 5 o'clock, hear exactly what the chief has to say about that situation. Live downtown, I'm Chris Woodard for KOIN 6 News.